Welcome back, everybody, to the second episode of the Milwaukee Brewers Fantasy Franchise Series. As opening day is on its way, with the Brewers facing off against the Padres. Jake Arrieta on the mound for the Brewers and James Paxton on the mound for the Padres. The starting lineups look like Jose Ramirez, Trey Turner, Charlie Blackmon, Chris Bryant, Chris Davis, Steven Souza Jr., Eric Thames, Austin Barnes, and Arrieta on the mound for the Padres. And for the Brewers, and for the Padres, Simmons, Escobar, Trout, Belt, Odor, Taylor, O'Neill, McCann, and Paxton on the mound. For opening day this year, the Brewers will be starting their season at San Diego, not at home, with Jose Ramirez leading off against James Paxton. And the first pitch of the 2018 MLB season is out of Paxton's hand, and it is a pop-up straight to center field, straight to Mike Trout for the first out and the first pitch of the season for the Brewers. Not a great way to start, but hopefully we can pick it up from there. As Trey Turner comes up to the plate, and the pitch is a ball outside, knuckle curve from James Paxton. It's 64 degrees out here in sunny San Diego, as the second pitch of the at-bat is up, and he takes another ball outside, this time a fastball at 98 miles per hour. Trey Turner looking to drive one here in a hitter's count, and the pitch is another ball, fastball, high this time, as it's now a 3-0 count to Trey Turner. Probably looking either for a walk or maybe even has the green light, but he takes a fastball right down the middle for a strike. And now it's a 3-1 count, maybe looking to drive it, maybe looking for a walk, and he takes ball 4 in the dirt, not even close, as Trey Turner is on first with still one out, as Charlie Blackmon comes up to the plate. Trey Turner might be looking to steal, but Charlie Blackmon takes a pitch right down the middle into center field for a line drive base hit. Now this could turn into 2 as Charlie Blackmon goes to second and Trey Turner into third safely, with runners on second and third, one out, and their 4-hitter Chris Bryant coming up to the plate. This is a great opportunity for them to score some runs early in this game to give theirself a lead. Chris Bryant, 1-2 count, fastball right down the middle for a deep home run to give the Brewers an early 3-0 lead in this game against James Paxton, as James Paxton does not look happy at himself for letting a ball right in the strike zone for Chris Bryant as he takes him deep. Now it's still the top of the first. Now we have a runner on first with Steven Souza Jr. at the plate as he hits it far, but it won't be gone, but it will be off the wall as he's rounding third. The runner on first is rounding third, and he will be safe at third as Steven Souza Jr. slides into second safely as well. As we look at this replay, a great inside out swing right to right field. Right fielder jumped but could not make the play. Now, runners on second and third with Eric Thames up, the big power lefty. Hits it well, hits it deep. Is it gone? It is not, but the runner on third and second will be able to tag up as the runner scores to give the Brewers a 4-0 lead in the first inning of this game. Now Austin Barnes is up, the catcher for the Brewers, with a runner on third and 2 outs now. As he sees the pitch, strike 1 right down the middle. Should have hit that one, but my PCI was way off of it. Still a runner on third, 0-1 count. James Paxton deals, and he makes a fantastic play at first. Bryn Belt, that was a Gold Glove play right there, but it's only the first game of the season. As he makes a great diving catch to save a run and keep this game 4-0 Brewers. Now the Padres Last season, not very good, but with this fantasy draft, and they now have the best player in the majors, Mike Trout. While Arrieta is on the mound for the Brewers with a 14-10 record the previous year and a 3.53 ERA, hoping to improve on that with the Brewers this season. As Andrelton Simmons comes up to start the bottom of the first for the San Diego Padres. Jake Arrieta on the mound. First pitch of the season is a foul ball that Andrelton Simmons fouls to the first base line. Again, the same pitch as last. Takes the slider outside for a ball. Good take by Andrelton Simmons. Now a fastball inside for a swinging strike as Andrelton Simmons cannot catch up to that fastball. Now the 12-6 curveball, will it get Andrelton Simmons? It will. It hits the ground, but he will throw on to first for the first out. As Mike Trout comes up to bat with 2 outs, as he hits a hard ground ball up the middle to the center field to Charlie Blackmon, as he is in there at first for his first hit of the season. Now Brandon Belt is up as he gets a nice hit up the middle as Mike Trout had stolen first, and he easily gets in to home after Charlie Blackmon bobbles the ball out there in center. Brandon Belt on first now, but he does not score, so it's still 4-1 as we head into the bottom of the second. James McCann is up at the plate as he gets struck out by Jake Arrieta with the 12-6 curveball. Nasty, as he cannot catch up to it. Now we head to the top of the third with the Brewers still up 4-1 in this game. Charlie Blackmon up, looking for a good at-bat here with the shift on him as he takes the knuckle curve for a ball. Good take. Now 1-0 count, looking for something to drive as he takes a fastball inside for ball 2. 2-0 count. Still the top of the third. As he takes another fastball inside, this one right on the corner for a strike. Now a 2-1 count to Charlie Blackmon as he swings at a ball in the dirt, a changeup in the dirt that got him swinging. Now it is a 2-2 count as he takes a barely checks a ball, knuckle curve outside for 3-2 count now. Full count, looking to drive something as he drives it into left field through the shift, and that'll be an easy double as he rounds first, heads into second for a leadoff double to start the inning. It is now the bottom of the third as Charlie Blackmon is not able to score with the leadoff double after the leadoff double. Now James Paxton up at the dish, full count, and Jake Arrieta walks him. Terrible mistake. You never want to walk the opposing pitcher. And now James Paxton on second with now Mike Trout at first. Runners on first and second. Brandon Belt up as he takes a strike inside for an 0-1. Now it's an 0-1 count. Great pitch by Jake Arrieta. Throws another slider, but this one is a little bit too low to even the count at 1-1. Now the sinker as Brandon Belt fouls it off. A 1-2 count now. The 12-6 curveball, he hangs it, and Brandon Belt sends it deep to tie the game at 4-4 apiece. Brandon Belt's first home run of his campaign as we head to the top of the fourth. As Jose Ramirez heads up to the plate, 0 for 2 in the game so far. Top of the fourth, runners on first and second with 1 out. And Jose Ramirez gets a nice piece of it. Is it deep enough? It isn't. And it's too short for the runners to tag. So 2 outs and runners still on first and second. Now Trey Turner up at the dish, still with runners on first and second. As the pitch is thrown, and it's a curveball that could have been hit a long way, but he gets under it, pops it up to the shortstop to end the inning. had a good chance to score some RBIs, but we head into the top of the 5th, still tied 4-4. Runners on first and third, 2 outs for the Brewers, as Eric Thames cannot get it past Brandon Belt at first base. Another fantastic play by Brandon Belt. That is 2 great plays in this game already. It is now the bottom of the 6th. The game is now 6-4 Brewers, with the Padres grounding into a double play. They had a perfect opportunity to score some runs with runners on first and second, but they are not able to capitalize. As now with 2 outs, Michael Taylor pops up to the catcher for the 3rd out. As we head into the bottom of the 9th, with David Robertson on the mound to close it out, we have 1 out, and it's now an 0-1 count as he swings at the cutter. Now the knuckle curve is in there for strike 2 as he swings, looking to strike him out on 3 pitches. Gets the ground ball, which is just good enough to get the first out of, or excuse me, the 2nd out of the inning. Now Andrelton Simmons up at the plate, and he fouls it off to the first base side. An 0-1 count. David Robertson with the fastball inside makes its terrible pitch right down the middle. Andrelton Simmons barely able to get a piece of it, but still nonetheless gets a single. Now with 2 outs, runner on first, Yunel Escobar is up at the plate, and David Robertson knows who is on deck, as Mike Trout is on deck ready to hit if Yunel Escobar can get on base. As he does, getting a little help by no one being in the middle of the field, as he gets a little single up the middle to put runners in at first and second with 2 outs, as Mike Trout is up at the plate. David Robertson goes in with the circle change, and it's way off, not even close. Now the cutter outside, Mike Trout swings at it. It probably would have been a ball as it is, but he swung at it, so it's a strike. It's now a 2-1 count after the knuckle curve. Fans standing up hoping for Mike Trout heroics at the end of this game, but David Robertson cannot seem to find the strike zone, as he does there with the circle change as Mike Trout swings it for strike 2. It's now a full count. Runners are going, and he hits it to the second baseman as the second baseman throws it to Eric Thames at first for the 3rd out of this game to end it. Jake Arrieta with the win. The Milwaukee Brewers win 6-5 as Jake Arrieta gets his first win of the season, as this game was filled with 4 home runs, 2 from the Brewers and 2 for the Padres, but the Brewers were able to squeak it out with a 1-run victory to start off this new season against the Padres. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all back for episode 3 of this Milwaukee Brewers fantasy franchise.